I'm gonna do another video later, but this one here is my early video. This I'm gonna get this one completed, and then God bless you. And then so what happens is I'm gonna get this one completed, and then I will do another video later. I might do a body paint, who knows? Okay, here's this one here. So right now we're looking at the Alien Queen. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get her to where she's on. See if there's a better angle here. You can see better. All right, you can see that. I can't see it unfortunately, so I won't be able to know if the angle is good or the angle is off. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the wire. This is the wire. She's outside. Wire's outside. I had to do a redo on her, on the way she was, because what happened was that she had her legs and her feet and her body was not the way I liked it. So I thought, okay, you know what? Let me just redo this quickly. Undo her feet. Alright, so just remember how her feet was. Alright. So I'm not going to try and change this up too much because I don't want to change it. I'll definitely keep her feet the way it is. So I'm going to have to squeeze her foot back into there. Alright, so that's one. And this also, this wire, I'm going to have to change this up a little bit because take this out because I bent the wire around here so it would stay around her center of gravity. See that? This is this kind of wire. I think it's like 18 gauge or something, but it's whatever it is, it's pretty bendable wire. You can see that she doesn't have wire on her. What I'm gonna do, I should probably do the seal first. If I usually do the seal first, but I'll do the seal last. So I'll just seal all over seal. See, I got my gloves on too. That way, so I can do this without totally freezing up my hands with all this stuff. So that one part there. Take off her tail. Over here. Welcome to New York, everybody. Let's see, this is here. And this is free. It's perfectly free. That's tape. She's going to do all her dexterity to be able to stand. So what we'll do is going to take this out. Second wire, number 2. The wind is coming from the south, so pretty much I have south-facing wind, or south heading north, north-facing, I guess, north heading wind. Here she goes. All right, so yeah, that one. Let me get a cool picture of this for my YouTube. So here she is here. This is YouTube. Okay, so now the wind is facing the opposite direction. Let's go ahead and put our glasses on. Where's my glasses? My glasses are here. All right, here's my glasses. All right, and so here's that. Oh, thank you so much, Rachel. Really appreciate it. So here's this is what we're going to be doing here. Maybe it's better to come on early in the day. So cool. All right, so I don't have my headphones on me, so I can't see it. So I'm over here, and I have to kind of come back and I look. So thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. Okay, so here it goes. Check out the wires. There's the wires. Can spray paint, baby. Ooh, new car. Never done new car. Pretty cool. So, just to let you guys see how flexible she is. She's like, see how that with all the flexibility, right? She's pretty cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and so I have all these tripods and stuff on me to do this. So right now, pretty much I'm in front of my house. See if I can do this. See if she's in the frame still. Yes, she is in the frame. All right, cool. So here it goes. Let's do this. Okay, let's go. You see what happens when I put the wires back? It's going to be beautiful. You can see the wires on the outside, and it won't be painted, so that's going to be pretty cool. That's pretty nifty. Let me check this video here. How's it coming? Yep, the video's good over there. I'm going to make a documentary about all this stuff. Definitely. Call it like tape or something. I don't know. Gotta be careful with the mouth. I've got spray paint up in a map. Alright, that's one side. Let's go over. You don't want to have happen. Run out of tape. Or run out of paint. Look, it's so heavy. You guys want to see something really cool? Watch. Look at this real quick. See this? See, I know she's kind of wet from the paint and stuff like that, but look, you see this over here? It comes out her mouth. I can't really show you, unfortunately, but her mouth opens up, and she has a second jaw, and the second jaw comes out. Like, well, I can't really reach and grab it because I got paint on it, but just know that the second jaw comes out. She has a second jaw right in here. It kind of opens up. She'd be like, "Yeah, second jaw, baby." Anyway, so, all right. You know what it is? It's the little nozzle, right? You see how it is? It's like, it's not like the best nozzle in the world. It has a little nozzle thing that you can actually, like, you know, just one of those things where it's like, you know, really close. So anyway, so let's keep going. The good thing is the wind is facing away from me, so every time I hit this, the wind goes the other way. Which is great. There's this. Yeah, I'll just check it. Hey, this is a commission piece I'm working on for a customer. It's spray paint. Okay, that's not so much still spray paint. Okay, quality can check. Let me see what happens here. Let's check for any missing parts. We're looking at this. Took me a long time to make. I was doing this while I was making my other stuff too. I was actually working on some other pieces at the same time. But this one is due like I always give myself like a 2-week time to make any sculpture. And I was like, okay, well, this one is coming up time due, and I'm like, okay, let me just get this done. Because what happens is that, you know, I have other sculptures. I got some more portrait sculptures to do. People have asked me to do some portraits for them. And so I'm in the process of kind of finishing it up. I'm going to let this jam sit. Let's do a color control. Let's go. Oh my word, she looks really good. How do you think? How you guys doing? Think it's good? Iguana skeleton. Ah, that's cool. Cool idea. See, that's not bad. I can actually make an iguana. Yeah. Crazy. Go do iguana skeleton. Somebody wants iguana skeleton. When it dries, it's gonna dry flat. Let's take a look at her again. Let's see what she's got. She's going pretty good. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. I make sculptures out of my fingers. I totally forgot my script. Let me see this. Okay, let me get right there in the arms. Let me see. Big old hug. See that? Big old hug. So you know what? Using gloves has revolutionized my life. I used to just without gloves, it'd be freeform. Now I'm like, oh, you know, I'm trying to get better. A friend of mine has a mural assignment for me this weekend. We're gonna do some kind of a big mural, and this is pretty cool. Hopefully, we can just be able to do this. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do it because we have a art show on Saturday, actually on Friday tomorrow that I gotta go to and present some my art. So it's gonna be cool. I'll show you videos of that when it comes along. So that's pretty cool. And then another. Oh, she looks great. She looks great. Oh, she looks great. It's like. Hello, neighbor. Yeah, almost empty. All right. So with that, let me go ahead and just kind of close this up for a second. You can't really touch anything when you have spray paint on your hands. But you know, I should leave this on until I get a chance to actually finish up what I'm doing, because it's like, you know. Well, that's cool. I'm glad because now I get to have my hands nice and clean when I get done, which is like also often I don't have that situation. So okay, so let me just check what it says in the chat. Okay, looks great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna spin it back now. So here am I. I'm just kind of, see, I got my, you know, I should have worn a mask, but pretty much I couldn't find a mask. But I got my gloves and my hands. I got my glasses on. But the wind is going this way. The wind is going that way as opposed to coming this way. So I don't have to worry about it. Get a nice ventilated area to do this. So I'm really excited about this. This is really cool. Okay, so let me flip it back so you can see it. You can come here to see me. You can see this. Yeah, so I have some more art that I'm working on, but this is the one that just pretty much, there she is on the ground. She's like, to let her dry some. She's like, I'm so tired. Ugh, can I just get a few more minutes? You know, kids, just a few more minutes, stop bothering me. Kind of thing. Okay, I'm just looking to see if I didn't miss any parts. This is really cool. So I'm gonna have to reach into my pocket and get my other phone. So I'm just gonna take this off real quick. See, oh, I thought so clean my fingers are. Oh, what's this? Okay, well, nice and good. So with that one. Okay, and then here she is. 5 more minutes. So I use this right here. So I've got the paint on her. And doing pretty good. She has a double jaw. The double jaw here opens and closes. It's like inside her mouth, you know? And then it opens and closes like that. So you're like, hello, how are you doing? Hey, what's up? So that's how it is with that. So, okay, so pretty much what I'm going to do next after this is that I have to wait for her to dry some so I can put the wires back on. Before I put the wires on, though, I think I should spray her with the sealant. Because the sealant is what I use to keep the tape from... See, the thing is this, right? Masking tape is a really wonderful medium. But of itself, it has a couple of things that are really messed up with it. Oh, look, I missed a spot right here. See, look here behind her head. See, behind the ears. Right, see that? Right there behind the ears. All right, let's get it quick. Put it back up real quick. So masking tape has this really cool thing where it's like you need to put it where the skin... But hold the can up right. This isn't right on paint and primer. So what happens is this is paint and primer. This is a Krylon Color Master, and it's pretty much. I just had to make sure that it was it's there. It can't have to be held up right. It doesn't go so well upside down. Right? Okay, so pretty much she's done. But what she needs to do, she needs to just dry a little bit. So I would time lapse, fast speed time lapses for you to see how it is when she dries. But you know how that is. You know how that is. Let me see. Cool pattern with your tail and reach that real quick. Relax. Yeah. And she's empty. There you go. So there's just a little left. That's it. She's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, she's an empty can of paint. All I have now is my sealant. So I'm not gonna put a sealant right now as the paint's drying. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna wait for the paint to dry so I can actually do that. So let's talk. Let's chat, shall we? Okay, let's talk about stuff. I love when the windcrafter rattle can. Rattle can work. It's just. This is so cool. All right, let me stand up real quick. Oh, my buddy. So yeah, so pretty much this is how it is, you know. That's what we do, and just pretty much like just trying to figure out what the best thing. Because when you have this thing here, it's like I'm just gonna sit down in my chair, my trusty desk chair, and just talk with you. Let's wrap, shall we? Oh, goodness. All right. So I have my table here as well, and just pretty much just trying to piece together. So I live here in New York City, and New York City is a pretty cool place when it's when it's cool. And for the most part, though, it's one of those things where it's just like I'm just I have to go to work later. But for the most part, though, this is work right now, and I'm really excited just to be part of this here. So I'm glad the wind is going that way. Yep, the wind is going behind me, it's going that way. So with that, it's pretty cool because that means I don't have to worry about the wind coming at me. So that's always good. All right, so let's talk about some stuff. Let's see. The last couple of days, I've been working on a couple of sculptures and stuff. I've been working on a few things. I might do a body paint later. I think I've wanted to do that because that's kind of such a cool way for me to relax and stuff. I have a couple more sculptures I need to get done. And pretty much what it is, like this one here that I'm looking at right now, that I'm working on, that pretty much now she's just sitting there drying. I mean, she should be dry already, but just let her dry a little bit more. Then I just kind of hit it with some more spray. Then I'm gonna hit it with some of this sealant. Much. Gonna hit it with some sealant. Gonna see if I could just go ahead and seal it with that. That way, it's like it doesn't come apart. Because you see things like about masking tape, right? The thing about it that makes masking tape really cool is that you can use it. You can do a lot of stuff with it, and especially when you paint with it. But you have to have it in such a fashion that it's protected. Because what happens is that it's like our skin. You see, like our skin, we have our upper epidermis, right? It's like it's hair, and it's not like the pink stuff, But what happens is when we cut through it, we have all the moisture and stuff inside. Same thing. There's no moisture in masking tape. It can handle moisture really well, but every layer together makes it 2 times stronger. So every time you add another layer. So when you have something like the Alien Queen, right? She happens to be very, very thin. She's not she's not big and boisterous like a dinosaur leg or something. Even though dinosaur legs and stuff too. So when I make skeletons, right? I have to use wire for skeletons. When I make a skeleton or Alien Queen, this actually be my 3rd Alien Queen, not my 2nd one, because the first one that one sold at the night market immediately, right? This one here is going for a customer. I had a thing where the customer was I put a request out there, and what happened? The customer said they wanted a custom make. So I have a custom make on my thing called Jotform on my link tree. The link that's connected to my YouTube. I'm gonna put it in this description too. One day I'm gonna go all my descriptions together, but for the most part, though, what happens is that my link tree has a Jotform, and if you want to order anything, you could write it send me a message. It'll come right to my email, and then from there I'll be able to start working on a project for you, because it's I take a 50% deposit of whatever it is, and then from there start working on your project. And that's been really cool. That's been helping us out family wise in terms of our bills and stuff, because I work another job. I work at the airport, but this one is really cool because this is my side business that I hope to be. Well, it was my full-time business when I was for the last 4 years. It's actually been paying our bills a lot, and so it's really good. I thank God for that. But then it's I had to switch over to some things like Roadie and or DoorDash just to kind of make the ends meet. Because if you need instant cash, it's kind of between commissions, So anyway, so I have a couple of things I'll be working on. And one of them is a musician, it's a thank you, a musician for one of my friends. And so it's that's really cool that they helped us out in that situation. Because remember, a couple months ago, we had a thing happen with our car accident. We had a car accident, and we had our 3-tire blowout. So I had a bunch of friends who, came along and gave us, some financial help, as well as house help and car help and things like that. So we were able to kind of like not, be desolate in our situation. So what ended up happening was that, we got a chance to actually, I just want to say a little thank you to all those people. So what I've been doing is making different sculptures, and this one here is a commission piece. This one's a commission from my Jotform that somebody requested. So this one is going to be so cool. I can't wait for it to be done and ready. So let me see if she's done and ready. Let's see if she's done and ready. Are you done and ready? Are you sleeping? It's like 5 more minutes, kind of thing. Okay. So let's see how that here. Let's see. She looks like. I know with spray paint. The cool thing about spray paint is it's supposed to be like dry instantly, and it just. See, I got it on my hand. I put the gloves back on, buddy. I gotta put the gloves back on. I have another set of gloves. So I'm gonna put her down right here. So you can see her. Yeah. So you see this thing, right? Remember, every single strand is made of love from above. Right? So I do all this stuff, and I just totally just enjoy doing this. This is great. So for the most part, what happens is like I'm working on another one. I can't tell you. Well, you saw me work on some of it the other day. It was a superhero, And the superhero I was working on, I finally finished that one. So you guys got a chance to see a little bit of it, but now it's going to be completely finished. And it is completely finished. I'm about to ship it out, and I want to ship it out. My wife's saying, Amy's saying that maybe I should just take it to the market and let them see it. But I'm like, well, if this person sees it, it'll be kind of a spoiler, So you saw when it wasn't completed, but now it's almost finished, fully finished, completed. And I'm gonna give it a shot with this thing. I'm gonna see if the paint's dry before I start hitting it with the sealant. So let's see how that works out. See how the sealant works out. Yows. So make sure you always secure your messes. Don't leave messes around. And let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try this with the sealant here real quick. So I'm gonna put all my other paints away, my paint brushes, but I don't need that right now. I put this in here, and let's go ahead and hit it with the sealant. So I'm gonna move. The wind is going away from me, which is great. I'm gonna try seeing how the sealant works and stuff real quick. So let's see. This is the sealant. Right? This is the can of Mod Podge matte paint. It's gonna be a clear acrylic sealer. This is like, I don't usually use this, by the way. I use just the regular Mod Podge, but this one here, because it's like it takes forever and I want to get every nook and cranny. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. So let me just kind of just hold it right here. That's what it's gonna look like. That's what it looks like. Let's check it real quick. Let's see how well she's done. Here's where she is. This is her here. I'm gonna bring it back up a little bit. I can't see your texts, okay, when you guys write to me, so I'm at this point when I put it right here. So if I don't see it, it's because I don't want to. It's because I just can't. So anyway, so what happens is this one. All right, so here it is. Let's go ahead and start with the face. It's going to seal flat. Can you see this better? I guess you're seeing it, yeah. See, you see the job? You see the double job? Oh, yeah, you see that? Yeah, okay, so there, make sure that mechanism does not seal up. I probably should have actually let it dry a little longer, because I really can't pick it up. See? You see that? You see that? Because I squeeze it so hard. I can fix that. But I'll have to fix it with, what do you call it? Just sit down on the cardboard and absorb the cardboardy waves. So I'll put her on this side. Have her rest a little higher. Isn't she like huge? Sometimes she's a huge miss. You're a big mess. The problem is that I'm going to spray this and get it all over my container. See, this thing, I have a little bit of tape left. I think I can get away with this one. All right, because I use the tape I use. Look at my I'm gonna have my members channel. My members channel is gonna have it where I show you how I make this completely from the beginning. Everything including the double drop. So it's pretty much. Oh, how you doing, Dempsey? I make this. I can make anything. Animals, people, creatures. I can make a gato, make a perro, make a person, hombre or mujer. I can make sculpture, some sculptures. And I take it all out of tape. So out of tape. I should hold it by her mouth because her mouth has no paint on it. She'd be like, okay. Well, you want to say something? Okay, that's what I thought she said. Now I'm gonna let her drive. Feel? It's officially done. I gotta write my name on her. Actually, let's go around. Okay, so did you guys see that? Or okay, so it's not in the frame. It's in the frame. Good. Okay, let me get up there. Old man, I am. Okay, so you have that, and there she is. Closer. See, because I have my nice little cushiony seat. This is my cushiony seat. This used to be inside the house. Amy's just like, no, and I'm like, I love it. So anyway, so I still use it when I'm go outside. So this is like my alien predator, my alien queen. So there she has a double jaw. Double jaw. She's like, la, 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 la. So there's her jaw right there. I gotta make sure I retract it so it doesn't like come out. So it actually can move, or maybe when it dries I'll have to do that. But for the most part though, she's done right now. So I gotta take the next part and I gotta put it back together. Make sure she doesn't stick to the ground. So this is gonna look and see if there's any parts missing. Sorry, if there's any parts missing and double. Yes. Thank you so much for the double jaw. It actually retracts, you know. But let me not touch too much. It's still kind of the paint's still kind of cool. Yeah, that's the cool thing. So I have whenever I do like any like masking tape art, I always throw an extra something in there. So like if ever I make something for you, Rachel, just know that it'll have a little something extra in there. And so that's kind of the cool thing about it. I just like this, the way it is all set up and stuff, you know. This has been like such a cool thing. So 29 minutes is, well, usually my live streams for about an hour, so I'm gonna keep going with this one. Let's see, I have, so this is like, so yeah, so it's actually pretty cool. There's all the neighbors coming home from school. What time is it? I don't know. Let me see this, this is how the cool things work out and stuff, so. Hey, how you doing, neighbor? Just let me get a video of it for my other camera. This is my other camera that takes the videos of, so this is like here with that, so just like doing a short, so it's like, she says, she's so tired, give me a can of coffee, a can of paint. So you go, so this is one is complete, and so she's complete on that part, but what I have, first, so I have my other camera too. So I have my second camera. This is my other camera, by the way. This is my camera. This has been with me everywhere. See this right here? This is, but I went to a body paint event. And so this is the camera I use whenever I do any of my artwork. And this is the backup camera. I got this camera back in 2002 around there, right? And so what happened was this is called this camera is called like a Hitachi. This is a Hitachi DVD, DVR. So it has like an onboard hard drive, and so this is my long play camera. When I used to do wedding videos, I did wedding videos with these. I have like 3 of them, 3 if not 4 of these kind of cameras, And what I do is set them up all over the place and get multiple shots. And so I like the settings for it. It's a beast to work with because the operating system stuff, it only works on certain computers because it's pretty old, because I mean it's like Windows 2000, Windows 2007, Windows 2010, or Windows 2011, right? And then whatever XP works really well on XP. But for the most part, this is the camera. See right here, just the paints and stuff like that as well. And right now it is recording, so it is recording the events over there. So you can see right here. When I had the Eclipse, this is when I had the Eclipse. We had the different things on there as well. So that's like I was able to record that. Yes, that's true. And it also has interchangeable. They have the interchangeable type Panasonic. There's a Panasonic battery that I use for that. I actually have another set of batteries, and I bring two because you never know when things are going to happen, and so it's always good to carry another one. But I have like the setup at home, so whenever I get done like recording or doing a video, like for example, I did a thing this week, right? I did an actual one of a model, of a person as a model, a human model. And what happened was that they actually, I got it completed. I recorded the entire me sculpting it from start, from the first piece of tape all the way to the last piece of tape. And then what happened was this was the camera I used. This is my go-to camera. And my tripod has been through the whole works. It's been through everything, it's everything. And so what happens, this tripod has been one of those things that I'm able to do a lot of things with it. And it pretty much has been with me forever. So this is, I'm probably gonna get a whole bunch more of these cameras because I love the way they work and how they operate. And so because of that, it's also relatively cheap because all the super red cameras, all the new ones are kind of expensive. We have a high-end camera that I rarely use because what happens is that it's one of those things that it doesn't do. That's the bus right there. What happened? It doesn't do. It takes up a lot of space, and it can only do like 29 minutes at a time. But this one here, I can do like hours. You can see right here how much time it has left. I have like 95 minutes. It can go up to like 8 hours, right? 8 hours of recording on this thing. So this is a beautiful device, and it's like it rarely even gets hot. It's like it has like the solid state, so it doesn't get hot and everything like that. So it's a pretty nice thing. It also has a built-in. I can show you the other side of it. It's like the other side. It's like you have the other side. You have the. This is where the DVD. Is where you can actually have a DVD and play a DVD, like a DVD, a micro DVD, right? And you have the SD cards. SD card reads that. Also, it's very good camera. You can do all the dubbing on the camera itself. And I don't ever use that because when I output it to my image mixer, right? And I put it to the computer. I put it into Blender, and I render it all myself. So this is a really good durable. I added this the thing to it. I added the telephoto lens to it, because what happened was this part, it broke, so I used that as the lens itself to further, and so it makes nice wide angle shots as well as telephoto shots too. So I like that. I think it's pretty cool. So let me see if she's dry by now. Well, she should be. Okay. Oh, look at that. She looks like just like the movie ones, right? See that? And she's still flexible. And so what happened? You kind of put like a casing over it. I probably should give her a couple more coats so that she's like really good and solid. Because when I put the wires back on her, which hopefully I could do soon. So I want to get this all done like today because I have to mail this out on Monday. And I can actually go deliver it because it's for somebody here in Queens. We're actually over in Brooklyn, so I can probably go deliver it to them. I like when I deliver it. I love the reaction I get. But for the most part, though, this is really cool. This is actually a live commission. Usually what I normally do, I normally get the commissions done, then I show you guys all those extra features. But I'm like, you know what? So I'm kind of backed up in terms of some things. So let me just go ahead and just show you a live one. And I have more that I have to do, but this is the one that's really a nice one that I'm just gonna show you guys that one. So I'm gonna give her another spray coat right now. I think let me see what it says. How long before next coat? It says, do not break this in. Cancel. Okay, it says, shake hand vigorously for a minute. Okay, hold can upright. Spray. Okay, before you apply 4 coats of clear to prevent prints from bleeding. Okay, that's one. First coat. And it's a retired piece. 15 minutes. 15 minutes between coats. How is it? Okay, right now 37. I was at 27, so not 15 minutes yet, but it should be. It should be close enough, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. 15 minutes. Okay, the wind is going the other way now. Let's see. The wind is coming. The wind is coming from my right. Okay, the wind's coming to the right, so I gotta be careful of that. Let me just wait a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. Let's give her another coat, shall we? Let's flip over to the other side. That was the first side we started with, so go back. We actually started with her face. She's so cool. I'm blobby. Look at me, I'm blobby. See, make this lie down so it doesn't fall. And see, and I'm so rough with my stuff. You know, I really am. It's like I treat these things so roughly because they're made roughly. They're made with, you know, made by me. That's the thing about these things. When you make like different art pieces, you have people are just very delicate with their art. But this here, it's like a nice piece that's okay. Anyway, so enough talk. Let's fight. Let's go. So back here. So here you go. So. All right, I should put this together. I should do one of those Zine things that you do. You know, I just make like a Zine of this and the whole experience because that's always a cool thing. You know, so let me just go ahead and code number 2, baby. Let's go, code number 2. people cringe when they see you handling art. Yeah. See, the thing is this, right? You have the way you have it is like. I'm just saying, you know, it's like, I know this thing. I know the ramifications therein. I know what it's like to handle this bad boy. And so it's like, you know, and I mean, I treat my gremlins pretty intense, my little gremlins that I make. I treat them all crazy, you know. Just love it when the neighbors bring the car closer. It makes it harder to speak, ain't it? Yes, it does. So. Remember, don't breathe the stuff in, okay? Alright. Oh, he's gonna move back. That's great. You see, it's like, you know what the thing can, when you make something, you know what it can handle. I mean, the creator knows what a machine can handle. It's like, you know, like when I had this car accident with my car, right? And then the thing happened, it was like one of those things where it's like, I was saying to myself, like, I know this car can drive again. You know, even though it had like the tires, all 3 tires were popped. I'm like, this car can drive again. I just fixed this car, you know? And so now this new car that we have, I have no idea what it's about. I'm just like scared to even drive it. I'm just kind of scared because I don't know it, you know? It's just to get a used car. And the whole thing about used cars is that, you know, used cars are used, and so you don't know what the situation is with them. But for the most part, though, it's like when you know your art and you know what you're up against, you are good with it. You're like, I can do this. I can rock this thing because you know what it can handle. So I know what this thing can handle. I mean, it's like I can fix it if it breaks. And it's not gonna break anytime soon. Believe you me. Not with the kind of coat of paint I have on this thing. This is like 2 coats of paint. You gotta get right there, by the hula hoo, you know, right there on the armpits. All right. Okay, still got left, so a bunch left in there. So yeah, there she is with that. That's coat number 2. Probably should do a couple more coats, but at the end of it, I'm going to put the wire back in, and she's going to be standing as a beautiful piece. And I'm so happy about this one. This is actually really cool. You know, it's like, I like doing this. Honestly, I could do this all day. I really could. I could just sit here and just make stuff all day long, and it would be great. You know, because what happens is like, you just get into a habit of just making stuff and making people and making animals, and you're just kind of just forming. And it's such a wonderful type of thing because it's like, the more you do it, the more you love doing it. I tell you, I could do this all day. Let me flip around quick. It's like, how much more? I'm baking under the studio lights. I know. So like this here. You have this here. I'm baking under the studio lights. Let me see. Did I get the back? I don't think I got the back right here. Let me just spray it really back right quick. And then it's like, see, I have to make it such a way that this doesn't like the thing here, the double jaw does not stay out because I'll have to end up breaking this thing. So I have to kind of pull the jaw back in. See, it's like, the jaw retracts. See, so this is the jaw retract muscle right there. See that? Did you see that? If you didn't see it, this is the jaw retract muscle right there, and this controls that. So there's a little, little sieve right there, or sieve or pathway, I guess, for it to pass through. So yes, as a sealant, you don't want it to stay locked open, because it'll be like that thermostat thing in the car, where if it stays locked open, the car will always stay hot, and if you want to cool down, you have to close down and, and generate it through the engine, and it's a whole lot of things. Yeah. Once upon a time, one family member said to me, says, Greg, you should do like a job that's technical. And I'm like, yeah. And this job is pretty technical. It really is. This is like a cool thing you get a chance to do. Let me flip her back this way because we're gonna see the beautiful queen face. So you got the little hands. She's like, let me go, let me go. So here goes the little hands here, and you have that there. So the technical part of it is like, like, oh goodness, see that? You see this? Do you see that right there? Oh goodness. I have to fix that with some paint. You see, it's my fault, Jenna. It's my fault. I should have been less cavalier with the paint job. I should be very, very, very gingerly. I'm gonna rest her up on things so she doesn't like. So instead of being one mistake, make it two mistakes. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let me put this cap back on this thing. Wait for her to dry some more. These are my gloves here. Except for the most part, though, it's like that. Hello, neighbor. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I think she's like an alien queen from the movie. And she's like really big, and she's like, she has all the accoutrements. Thank you. So she's almost done. See this? I got paint on my fingers. I probably shouldn't have done that because I probably did damage. But I'm just always doing these kind of things, I need to be careful. Let her dry. Let her get her rest, right? A long journey where she's going, Long journey where she's going. You take a nice little rest and put it right up against your face. See? It's a retractive tongue. I might have to do some kind of like a close-up work and see if I can get that. But I can't wait to get this done. I'm gonna go ahead and just record the rest of my other phone now because I have the other phone doing the what do you call it, the shorts with this. So here's the one with the shorts. And this is code number 2, as you can see right here. As you can see, yes, she's good. Let me rest, she says. Let me rest. So that one, that's the coat there. It's complete. All right, so that's it for that. So that one's complete. There's up against her face. By the way, how do you handle your art? Do you like pretty much cringe when they see me handle my art? Like, do you like just kind of like tossing it and checking it? Because I know sometimes I'd be taking it and I hold on to the art piece and I just kind of like just fling it. But for the most part, though, those in the chat, those that are watching, it's like, thank you so much for watching, by the way. This is these things that we do. I mean, we artists, we're like, we have to create. It's like chickens have to lay eggs every day. If a chicken doesn't lay an egg every day, you know what happens to that chicken? It blows up. It just pops, right? And it's a dead chicken after that. But we who are artists, we must conjure up an egg every day, at least, because if we don't, Same thing with the cows. Cows have to, once they are having given birth, see, the chickens do it without, like, anything. Any provocation is just like everything. It's like living. It's like breathing for them, making eggs. So, like, 24 hours, another egg. 24 hours, another egg. And same thing for us artists. We have the same kind of procedure. We are still trying to figure out exactly what happened to us and why we are so in love with making art. We don't know. I think we just have to do it, And so since we have to do it, right, it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, as we are doing these things, we are kind of in the mindset where it's like, it's good when you have things that come up. Like, for example, to belabor a point, my friend Rachel, she does some really cool artwork. Her artwork is like every week she has something really cool that she develops, By Tuesday she has some new works that are in the works, and it's great. See, I try to do something every day. My stuff is like, I am constantly, like, whenever I have a minute, I'm making masking tape, watching a movie. I'm making some tape, making some things, making some art. And so what makes it really cool is that you have this and you're just trying to, do stuff, and it's like, I think that's such a cool thing to do, just be able to sit there. So for example, if I watch a movie, like tomorrow I watch like Avengers movie or something, I'm going to spit out some kind of Avenger, maybe the Hulk or something. And I've made a Hulk, I made 2 Hulks, actually 3 Hulks. When I first started, I made Hulks. It says, I'm a little delicate with canvas, but I'll stack painted panels like lumber. Yeah, I noticed it before. That one I had with the thing you're working on, it was just like, they said about, in their explanation that how the canvas kind of gives you a pushback, but lumber, when you work with it, it's you can do more expressive paint type things, It's like, that's really cool. I should actually say I don't have any. Unfortunately, I don't have any tape with me. All I have is my sticky tape, which is like really hard to work with. By the way, I can sculpt with this. This is twice as hard because it doesn't tear easy. So you have to bite it every piece you take. It can be done, but I'm gonna do that later. Find out what time it is real quick. Let's see. It's like, that's pretty much one of the things there. It says 3:40. All right, so it's 3:40. If I hang in there, what I could do is I actually could like get this done, put the wires back in, I think I want to try the wires, put the wires back on. It's not ready yet. I might scratch the paint, you know? So I did 2 coats. I did coats on both sides. I had to wait 15 minutes, so right now it's 35. I had to wait till 50 to get my third coat on. And the third coat, when I do that, I can actually go ahead and do that. So it's like I'm a little delicate with canvas, but I'll stack paint panels like lumber. Yeah, a friend of mine, Andy Golub, when we went to this thing, we did it last year. I totally missed it this year because I normally don't miss these things. I just totally, this year has been crazy because this new job I got. I missed the beach thing, the beach painting. I missed the beach one. I missed the festival, the Sugar Hill Festival one. I missed oh goodness, I missed. He has some things that he has where he lives. He has like a painting up in his house, in his area by his house, up in the woods and stuff like that. It's really cool to have a whole bunch of people get there together and they all painted. I missed that one too, and I'm really bummed about that because that was like so cool. Because what happened last year, we had the last body paint day, and that was in Union Square Park, so that's gone. That was the last of it. So now it's going to be one of those things where he's going to do different art fests and things like that. And so, I mean, you could do this in the city, New York City, but for the most part, his stuff is so cool. I just enjoy it, and his artwork is really cool. So whenever I got a chance to, I got a chance to be part of one this year, and it was the polar bear paint. I loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. But it was also, for me, it was kind of like polar. I said, okay, you know what? I may not be able to do this in the future because, you know, when we had our car accident happen, we were having trouble with the car before that, you know? I fixed the car, I understood the car and how far the range was, but when the tires popped, that kind of changed our range because this new car that we have, long story, this new car is one of those things that's like, you know, I just don't know it yet. We've never taken it to full flag speed, like you haven't gone to 65, 70 miles an hour to see how it handles, you know? So it's like we've only been taken up to like maybe 40 round trip and going different places with it. So it has been one of those things where it's not that, it's not the greatest in terms of like the distance we've been able to go, you know? But for the most part though, I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like, as we're doing this, it's like, make sure her knees don't stick together. Make sure her knees don't stick together on that. Okay, so 47, maybe it might be enough time to give another coat. Let me get some more paint, get my gloves. I got this box of 100 gloves, and it's all vinyl, which is so cool. The other one, I punctured a hole through it, so let me get in the gloves. Here's my gloves. I'm gonna go ahead and give another spray of paint, and after that, when this spray is done, I'm gonna go ahead and, hi, how you doing? I'm gonna spray it, and then it's like my neighbor. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this one with some more spray. I gotta figure out the way the wind is going. Okay, the wind is behind me now, so this is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this one again with another I'm blocking the camera with my knee. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this one here. Okay, this is another spray. I'm gonna flip her over again to the other side. She's gonna be fully sealed, like seal, fully sealed. And we're gonna put the wires back on, and then she'll be done. So let's see. So right now, she's doing pretty good. She's really doing really well. So let's take her out. And this can's empty. This one we have left. This one. Oh, look, a bee. Look at the wasp trying to land on my stuff. Oh, look, there's a wasp. Right there. Oh, look, there's like a yellow. Oh, honeybee. It's a honeybee. Okay, so honeybee. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing live video right now on YouTube. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this is it's Alien Queen. Hello. Oh, cool. You guys got cool art stuff. The cool mannequins. Hey, hi neighbors. Good to see ya. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up higher, and then I'm gonna go from here. Gonna put this right up here, and then we're gonna go ahead and just spray it one more time. So, all right. I can't. When to do that, I can't see what you guys are saying. So, feel free to talk to me, but I will talk to you when I come back to this. Chat. I like this stuff. This is good. Here it goes. Let's give me a third coat. So let's go. This might actually be the best one I've ever did or done, because it's like you have it where it's like the coat. It really is a coat, so she's gonna be preserved like forever. I mean, she's already gonna be preserved forever, but she's gonna be seriously preserved forever. base. The hip, the two of our hips, and then raise it up. You see the wind? Had the wind going away from me? It's great, especially with this, like a seal, you know. For that hula hoo. Sorry guys, you see that? Armpits. There you have it. Get away from her, you. Okay, so there you go. So what happens is right there. You have all these wonderful things right there. So as you can see, she's really just wonderful. And I think once this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and reset the thing. So I gotta put back the same mechanics that I had before. So this one's her feet, right? And then this one is the arms. So this is the arm tray. So when that dries in a few more minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and get that ready, put that all together. So we have a seat real quick. Let's talk some more, shall we? Aw, thank you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They come by. My neighbors have been like really supportive. Thank you so much. What happens is like they sometimes when I have stuff that I make, it's like, you know, we give out some stuff to neighbors, right? And then also we have it where the neighbors also buy some of the stuff for me. So that helps me out a lot. And then so we have like a good relationship because, you know, when the apocalypse happens, you better know your neighbors are really good, because if you don't have a good neighbors, then you're in trouble. So hopefully there's no apocalypse, but in the meantime, have good relationships with your neighbors as much as you can. So if you can come by and, you know, they come by and they're like, hey, how you doing? They're always like walking by and saying, hey. So I like that. So different neighbors have different things that, you know, thank you so much. You know, it's just like one of those things. It's like, so I do this, I just sit on it. This is one thing I like about this art too. Is that it's portable. It's a portable art piece, you know? So it's like whenever you can, I mean, this here is not so much portable. I mean, this is a big old monster, but when you have like the, you know, you're doing this stuff and you just be able to make it and the very basic of it all. And you've seen me make stuff basically, but how it works is that people just absolutely just love to see you doing something good, you know? So if you're making something peaceful, and it's just one of those things, like sometimes it's like I think about like how nice it would be, so cool to have like a studio and to be able to just kind of make stuff and just have it there. And you know, so I kind of have this stuff in my kitchen and in the car or on the bus or something, you know, and just having to make sense or just find a park spot. But I'll do probably one day, I'll just go to the park and make something in the park. And I do that too. And it's like I just sit there on a bench and just make something. But this is really cool. I like when I do commissions for people. It's because it kind of like, it's the sad part about that is that I fall in love with all my commissions. I just do. I just love it. And I fall in love with it. So every time I make something, I just love it so much. And then the neighbors, you know, they have my pieces and stuff like that I've made, and I'm just so happy just to, you know that I've contributed. Like when I make these, like the models and the structures, I make them and I give them to the people who, for example, if it's like people have commissions. Like I had my friends of mine, like for some of the thank you gifts, I asked the people, so let me ask me what I can make for you. So one of my friends asked me to make a hamster for them. So I was like, okay, well, I'll make a hamster. They gave me a picture of their hamster at home. And so they gave me like, you know, 2 pictures, and from there I had to kind of do the math and figure out the whole dynamic of it all. And so what ended up happening is like you have it where just having to make that, but I just, you start fall in love with the art. You know, every time you make something, it's a piece of love, a piece of work, you know, and it's just such a wonderful thing. And then what ends up happening is, you know, when you give it away, it's like you just have a picture of it, you know, and that's something there. It's like sometimes I wish I could just keep all of it, you know, because initially when I first started making this stuff, it was because I remember when I was a kid, it was my sister gave me a dinosaur, and I started making dinosaurs with aluminum foil, and I saw the claymation. It was a stop motion animation from Christopher Reeve, you know. He was doing this stop motion, like not him, but he was a narrator for a movie called Dinosaur or something like that. I gotta find that movie. But anyway, so what ended up happening is like he had the thing where I've seen that movie, and I was like 4 years old, 5 years old, and I remember it like so well. And what happened was like, it was in that movie I saw the animation aspect, and I got into 3D print. That's why I got all the rings. All my rings I have, the rings are 3D print. I did a program called Blender, and Blender is like an animated software type thing. So I got tired of it being like, you know, another dimension, and I couldn't touch it. So when I got a 3D printer, I was able to print up my own rings. These are rings that I've made and I've made different things. So like each ring represents, this one a ring I got at Home Depot. It was on the ground, a piece of copper pipe, turned it into a ring. This one here is 3 rings, and they're like tires, which is kind of cool because when it first started, you see this one here. This one's a ring I made out of what do you call it, glue gun. I used a glue gun stick to make this ring here, you know. And then what happened was, the reason I'm taking the gloves off because I'm hoping to just wrap it after this. As soon as I figure out this is dry enough, I'm gonna wrap it with the wire. So I don't want to take the gloves off. So my wedding ring, and pretty much I got my wedding ring in 2002, not 2022, but 2002. And this was like, I saw this at Zales, and I was like, oh my word, it's so cool. So Amy and I got matching set. This is my my green ring, and it reminds me of the same colors. Remind me of the tire that broke first. That's one tire that broke first, and then that's one. So these are tires, and it's about 23 millimeters. 23 millimeters, and hi, good to see you. 23 millimeters, and it's this one's 21 millimeters, and this one here my daughter gave me, and it's like, it's pretty much just a moving ring. It moves, it rotates on its around the base. So that's really cool. And this one here I got Jesus Saves. I got this at the End of Mandates over in Washington D.C. And this one, I'm not really sure where I got this one. I think it's the Army Navy store when I got my new pair of pants, a new pair of Army Navy pants, because I had a pair of Army Navy pants from high school, and it still fit me from high school, right? So it's like, it's pretty cool. It's like, you know, and I've done so much damage to it, so I got a new set. So when I got some money from DoorDash, I bought a set. I bought bought this here, and it's like my paracord. And so it's good if you ever need cord in a situation. So definitely, you always need cords and a knife in a situation. You can handle pretty much anything. So that's kind of where it's at. So now, let's see if this is completely done. I'm going to go ahead and see if it's how much is it? 57 minutes? 57 minutes. Let's see. This is here. Oh, she looks great. She's all glossy. Look at this. She's like, I'm glossy. Look at me. I'm glossy. She's sealed with 3 coats of seal. And so she's like, hello everyone, I'm glossy. So yes, you're a glossy queen. The hills are alive with the sound of music. That's right. So anyway, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just see if I can do this, and reconnect her back to how it was. Let's see. I'll put it back on the screen. All right. So here it goes. Right. This is here. So so last time this was the hips. This is the feet. This here is the whole head and tails. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do this one first. What I should have marked it. That's what I should have done, but I think, this is how it is. So you gotta find the center of balance. So the center of balance for her is right about here. So I gotta wrap it about there. Cause see her whole big head right here. This is one of those things where it's like, you know, if you don't get it right, it's gonna be off center when she tries to stand, because now I'm gonna have to make her stand again a different way. Her feet's gonna extend out that far, so let's go ahead and put it this way. And it's gonna be a full rotation here. So it's gonna be like right here. So she's not gonna stand completely. I should give it more time, honestly. I really should be. Watch me damage this thing because I'm impatient. Okay, so. With the sound of music. So you have like that right this. So this one here, so that is going to be the center of gravity. So this is the center of balance right there. You know, I kind of want to get it done before the sun sets, and I want to get to the whole body thing. So I got to figure out what I want to paint, and that's something there. I kind of want to do that every week too, do like a live video. I mean, I might just do that, I might not. I don't know. It all depends on my mood. So this one around her heel. That's what I did around her heel. So this is her foot, her heel, her back. That, and it goes right around her heel, right there. So that one is, in a sense, technically, this is all you pretty much would need, you know, because once you get that one there, you can have her there. But let's go ahead and get her other foot. I like the way how nice it is, the contrast with the wires. This goes right here, and her foot comes out this way, like a chicken. So there you have that, right? See, like there's her whole scenario right there. See that? Isn't that crazy? This is kind of all you would need, right? All you would need. But I'm gonna add the tail part. Okay, so here's that. Then I have the tail. Let's go ahead and do this. This here. This here. So how I did the head first. Like this. This is the head. Under her neck. Under her body. I might not remember this one completely because I mean this is kind of one of those things. See, I had to make the arms longer because it was like one of those things where it's like, yes, this is good. Up and over. I'm going to go around the tail. See, so this is like, so this goes not against the principle of what I have, is that pretty much I don't have wires inside, the wires on the outside. And that way you can see the contrast and see that there's none inside, which makes it cool. So it's kind of like, you know, dinosaur bones is a whole aspect of it. But they when I go to museum of natural history, I go to different museums, they have it where the bones are on display, you know. So this is kind of like the Allosaurus, you know. And so with the bones on display, you can actually see the cool shoe shot. You can see the structure in its entirety, you know. Or so what they wanted us to believe, because I think maybe dinosaurs look a little different than what they're actually saying. But you know, because I mean these have to come from somewhere, right? And you know, they're made by God, and you know how it really gets like messed up sometimes. Maybe the angels were doing something. You know, they were making some kind of like a hybrid creature or something like that. Have aspects of different things where there might be giant birds and giant lizards. You know. So there's that one. Now for the arms, because see her arms, right? Her arms are kind of flappy. So here's where her arms, since the seat goes this way. I don't remember if it was this way or that way. I'm gonna go. So it looks like leaning this way. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. It's this way. Okay. All right. So yeah, this way. I'm sure it gets it this and this. And I think this one has a wrap too. I don't think it has a wrap. I think it's just kind of a thing. But maybe I should wrap it so that it has more of a. No, it won't be able to do a full rotation. So I'm gonna have to put it like just free flowing like this. You know, when I had a delivery I had to do on Sunday, and I was so concerned I was gonna get stuck in like airport security, and they're gonna be like, "What is this? You got wires and stuff," you know? And they were more concerned, like, "Oh, we got a little person inside." They're like, "You have a little itty bitty doll," and I was like, "Yeah, there's a doll inside of the thing." You know, and it was pretty cool. And thanks. Yeah, it's all made out of masking tape. All made out of masking tape. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can make your dog. I can sculpt your dog if you want me to. Or anybody in your family. Yep. So there's pretty much that's what happens. Is like, you know this too. So I have to let them know the situation. So for the most part, though, this is how it is. So here, this is here, this is here. And that. This one might be a little different because I'm not exactly sure how I put this hands. I might have to go over and I think it's like over here, over here. That's right. So here you have it. She's been sprayed. So there you have it. You can see that. So there you have it. This is the thing right here. This is how it is. This is the completion. And I'm at the 1 hour marker. Yeah, so pretty much this is pretty cool. So I got this here done. I got it all sealed, painted, and completed. And this is back on her feet. So now she's painted, sealed, and completed. Let me go back to the one before. Go back to the video. See if I got my other video. And see if I can just turn that into another video. See YouTube. Let's go back. Let's go back one. Go back to, I can edit just a little bit more. So you see that right there? Yeah, so if anybody has any questions, let me know. I have questions. If you have any questions about stuff, let's see. So here it is. Here it is. 5 more minutes. Yep, we got this. So here it goes. And here she is, completed. Back on her feet, painted from head to toe with the seals on it. So, all right. So there we have that. So I did my 1 hour video for today, but I think I might do another one. I want to do a body paint, and great work. You created a monster in Queens. No one can hear you scream. This is so cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate our interactions. I really do. Thank you so much for that. And this is so cool. This is cool. I just gotta make sure that this is nice and tight. All of this is nice and tight. Doesn't like overlap. And this is gonna be a delivery soon. So I'm not gonna deliver it today, but by Monday. And so there she stands. There she stands like a lady. All right. So I want to thank you all for watching my show today. It's been a pleasure, and I'm glad that you guys stayed as long as you did to see me do this. And that's actually one of the first times I actually did like a live paint and a seal on this. So I want to thank you for that. For the most part, though, this has been a great time. I have more stuff coming as always, and I'm gonna probably do like a body paint tonight if I have some more time. Right now it's almost like I'm gonna see if I do that. I just gonna get it. Go set this all up. So it's 4 o'clock. If I do this, I can actually get this done. Probably do a painting, but we'll see how that goes, okay? For the most part, though, I just want to thank you so much for watching this with me. And this video here is really cool. And again, here's the finished work, but she's still drying, so I'm going to put her out in the front. Well, she's actually out in the front already, but I'm going to put her where I can actually have her dry and not smell up the house or her acrylic. So, I'll say God bless you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.